Broadcasting from Miami, Florida.
Check this out.
Let's go. Welcome to 25-8 The Culture. Yeah. On who's hot and who's not. Everything hip-hop. Turn it on, turn it up, get it loud. Here we go. You're now vibing with 25-8 The Culture.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy DJ Pablo Maccabee from 25-8 The Culture with your host, D-Wise from the Big Fellas. What it do?
Yo, what up, yo? First of all, Merry Christmas, you know what I mean? Second of all, Happy Hanukkah for the brothers and sisters that I missed that one. Yours was a little bit earlier, you know what I'm saying? Definitely to the boy DJ Pablo Maccabee. And for myself, you know what I mean? Midnight, first day of Kwanzaa, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my Pan-African movement brothers and sisters, you know what it is. So let's all get together on Unity. We got a great show in store for y'all, you know what I mean? Let's get to it.
Also, we got in the building, Big Money Boy Lance, man. What it do?
You know the vibes, fellas. Got my drink in one hand, got my smoke in the other. Let's get to it.
Yeah, but what are you sipping on, though?
Dog got that Henny in the cup.
I ain't gonna lie, I got that white Henny in the cup today.
Oh, Upper Shalon, my nigga. Upper Shalon. Merry Christmas.
Sir. Merry Christmas, nigga.
Holiday season. Like DY says, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. If you don't celebrate shit, if you do celebrate shit, you feel me? Yo, so this episode is gonna be a recap of 2020, 25-8 The Culture, of Big Fellas, of Nobody's Podcast. How we started off this year, you know, it was January, then it was February, then it was Corona, and then now it's December. You feel me? So the year just kind of just went like that. You feel me? So I can't even remember what happened in January or February. I think January is like, yo, New Year's resolution. Let's see what, hip hop, who's gonna go take over hip hop, because to me 2018 was actually kind of like, not a great year for hip hop, in my opinion. And then all of a sudden Corona hit and the shit just fucking changed like overnight. You feel me? People just locked up in the crib, and and that's on this whole verses started coming up, and online concerts and stuff like that. And who had like the first big online concert was Tory Lanez, with YouTube. And that concert was actually pretty dope, man. It was a really entertaining concert. And man, and all these versus battles. Like, what is your favorite versus battle that they dropped this year?
Go ahead, man. Let's take that one, and then I'll answer after.
You know what was my take? Well, honestly, this fucking Corona shit, it destroyed whatever niggas thought they was gonna do this year. You know what I mean? 100%. So I don't care what it was. So I guess the positives that come out of it was shit like the verses. The verses is dope. You know what I mean? I didn't catch no online concerts. That ain't really my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Even the quarantine radio and all of that, I never tuned in. When the DJ had everybody tuned into his room, that wasn't really my vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see people like turn basically tragedy into positivity and whatnot. But I guess the best thing to come out of it was the verses. But if we being real, we still ain't really see the matchups we want to see. I still ain't see my boy Killer Cam handle no work. I still would love to see Fifth come out and catch a body real quick. There's still a lot of artists I'd like to see so we could fix up some of them bad matchups we had earlier. But the verses is definitely a major plus for 2020 getting through this quarantine situation.
Yeah, what I'm gonna say on that one is just pure and simple. Like, I can't say I really had a versus because we had so many rumors of what was supposed to happen. You feel what I'm saying? And then when they didn't come true, or they didn't connect, or the other party didn't participate, whether through scheduling or they thought that MC wasn't on their level, you feel what I'm saying? It didn't happen. But like he said, shit, I wanted to see 50. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see, the whole New York versus Atlanta shit, whoever it came through. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see so much more. I wanted to see, even to be honest with you, some more like old school heads. You know what I'm saying? Go at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see I don't know who you would get, but I still want Chris Brown to get in there with somebody. Chris Brown and Usher would always sell tickets. Like, I don't care who you like, who you think the winner is, it will be a good one to see. You still want, I even heard rumors that 50 Cent and Ja Rule will get on it. We have our winner, but that takes you back to the nostalgic times of when Ja Rule was hot, he was the man, and 50 came through like a fucking hurricane. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much stuff out there that you wanted to see that we didn't get to see it. So to answer your question, I really can't say like, oh, what was my favorite? Because we got let down just a little bit. It's great that it happened, but we got let down just a tad bit because we didn't see the verses that we really wanted to see.
Well, yo, my favorite versus battle was actually
if I had to pick
the DMX and Snoop Dogg. And also too, I was very entertained.
The next one was cool.
2 Chainz.
The DMX and Snoop Dogg though was more like respecting each other. Like I like that. Like Gucci was going at what's the nigga's name? Snowman.
Jeezy.
I liked how that was set up. Like you might have had your favorite on who you wanted to win, but it was set up like Jeezy was like, I'm at your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted. The whole Snoop verse DMX thing, that was just like, we OGs in the game. You feel what I'm saying? We both got hits. I respect the shit out of you, respect the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna come sideways with you. You feel what I'm saying? Let's just have a great night and put hip hop back on top. Like, that's the vibes I got from it. Like, just chill out, vibe, listen to these hits. You know what I mean? Smoke a little something, drink a little something. That's what I got. But when I saw the Gucci versus Jeezy versus Gucci, I was like, oh, okay. This nigga talking. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? That's what I like. You know what I mean? I got the like whole battle vibe.
We got caught out there with a couple bad matchups too, because as much as we talk about the DMX and the Snoop Dogg battle, that shit was hard for what it was. It was just two goats hitting you with records. And if you one of the younger cats listening, you might have heard a record or two that you didn't hear that allows you to fucking understand why we appreciate these artists so much. That's dope. But I would have loved to seen better matchups. And even more importantly than that, I would like all call-outs mandatory. We're gonna stop all this who comfortable this and what comfortable that. That's not even competition. That's not even the root of hip-hop. Yeah, y'all getting like NBA players, man. Y'all making so much money. Y'all scared to take L's on a fucking Instagram competition that y'all supposed to be putting on us. Yeah. I think that's the real downfall of the fucking versus situation. I don't even think we need the damn artists no more. I say we do our own versus battles and we pick the 20 we like.
Yo, 100%. Like, yo, you can't go ahead and choose your competition out here. That shit don't make shit right. You feel me? Like LeBron James can't just go ahead and choose who he wants. It's like, you know?
Yo, I just had something on my mind, yo, because we interviewed both of them and they're both talented. Could you imagine a John Single versus AK versus? You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
Would you not be entertained though? Like, don't even pick it like, because they both is raw. You know, you can check them out. We interviewed both those brothers. But like you said, like, you know they both gonna come with it. They both gonna have, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to listen to their lyrics. Like you really, and you vibe with both of them. Like that's when you said pick your own. That just got in my head. I said, could you imagine them two niggas like, this is my hits, this is my hits. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. That want to be tough almost, because they almost make like two different kinds of music.
And
you know what I mean?
That's the enjoyment of the verses though. Like you really gotta listen. Like it's gonna come down to not even song selection, the order they pick their songs. It would come down to that shit probably.
And we need to have an RIP versus, like for dudes that died. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason why we can't have Nipsey's representation there to drop his music against a Tupac, or even if you want to keep it East Coast, West Coast kind of vibe, a Big Pun, and just let those catalogs go together and still people in the game. Shit like that might be a nice option too.
But definitely there was a Biggie and Tupac one that we actually voted on that was circling on the internet when we were on the IG thing. And, you know, I voted pretty much, I think it was like 16 Pac, 4 Biggie. You feel me? But you know, I'm
Damn.
Tupac fan.
But did like, was that just like a what if this happened scenario, or did that really happen? I think that was just like someone just put hits against hits and said, what would you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what, like, you know, just a scenario situation that was certain.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Tupac fan, so you know I'm biased and whatever, but you know, I did for the Biggie though, you know?
Absolutely.
That would be crazy though.
Well, 4 for Biggie.
Well, yeah, 4 for Biggie is crazy, but the battle itself would be crazy.
I don't know. Like, to me, it's Pac all the way. You feel me? Machiavelli.
You're gonna have people when it comes to those two OGs, because like you can really say they're like yin and yang. Like both rap, both are in the same circle. One style's this, one style's that. So that's gonna come down to preference. So you're gonna have people that even say that Biggie all day, and I won't get mad because you're talking about like, imagine if them niggas stayed alive for 5 more years. I'm only gonna say still alive now. 5 more years. Hip hop is forever different.
Come on,
niggas
man.
that took it aren't taking it.
Be none of this foolishness.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, your favorite rapper is now number 2.
Biggie. Like, facts.
You feel me?
Big ain't wearing no skinny jeans. Like, that's not happening. The whole fashion game would be different.
And you want to talk about Black Lives Matter? You want to talk about the movement that Pac would be on some whole other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas think talking back is, oh man, he's strong. Like, Pac would be like, yo, we're killing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different mindset when niggas like the culture be different. Like you said, no skinny jeans, like real man shit. You know what I'm saying? Them little beats that they make on, like, you know, just having hooks and no lyrics. They're destroying that. Like, yo, what the fuck did you just say?
Facts.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Remember when Pac was alive, he shot an undercover police officer and was cleared in court. I don't know if you remember that. But,
some of the coldest shit.
You know, but also too, 2020 recap. You know, we had you know, we interviewed John Clark on the whole Breonna Taylor situation. You know, so rest in peace to Breonna Taylor, to George Floyd, and you know, to their memories and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a crazy year, man. Like, you know, being black this year in America was, you know, a little difficult. You know, you're going to work. And, you know, some people don't act like your cause matters. You know, like some people be like, well, I don't know why they're burning and tearing down stuff and looting and doing all of this stuff. I'm like, yo, like, who you saying they? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, I see a bunch of white people out there too. Like, you feel me? I'm like, I think I see more white people looting and, you know, tearing up stuff than black people. You feel me? Even though black people got every right to be upset, you know, in a country that they, you know, their ancestors contribute and built to this country, along with other people like the Indians and the Native Americans and the Chinese and stuff like that. But especially, you know, the Black American people has not gotten any, you know, reparations or anything, and, you know, are always last for everything in this country except for a damn COVID vaccination. You know what I mean?
So in episode 1 that we did with lawyer John D. Clark, you know what I'm saying, out of South Carolina, very smart brother. Black excellence, as soon as you click on the website, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's black, from the, you know, his wife, that's also his partner, beautiful sister, the, you know, the law clerk, people that are there and their assistant, the office manager. It was nothing but black excellence from A to Z on that. So I want to shout him out for that, black excellence. And, you know, when you talk about someone making a change, like he went and did it. A lot of people talk about, this is what I would do. He's got the proof in the pudding. He did it. So what was your favorite moment from episode 1, peoples?
Yo, man, I just love the fact that how he broke things down into detail for people that don't understand how the whole court system works. You know, how a trial works and why, you know, like the officers didn't get convicted and this and this, that, and the third. You feel me?
Absolutely.
The whole breakdown and the simplicity how he broke it down, because there's certain people that they don't understand things in a complicated way, and you need to have that person that has like that talent to break things down to you in an uncomplicated way, better understanding. So you know why, you know, they got cleared from the, you know, from the murder of Breonna Taylor.
Lance, what was you feeling about episode 1? Like, what was your takeaway from it, man?
I love what I really loved about the show was the fact that it was an educated black man speaking. People tend to only think the only smart black man in the world is Michael Eric Dyson. I hope I said his name right.
Yeah.
Because he talks real. He's relatable to us and how he speaks while breaking down the knowledge. So it's nice to give people something else. Like, you don't always got to go to the one that they shove down your throat. No disrespect, man, but that it's representation. We always speak about that. It's seeing exactly what we want. We're seeing the image and we're seeing the work. And right now, when we're always talking about, oh, it's nice to see things. It's really nice to see the work being put behind the action being put behind the words. And that's what I got from the brother, seeing the work that he does, like the way he breaks things down, like you said, it's just education. It's amazing to see education in black men. So we can stop saying when you talk a certain way, you sound white, or we have to sound like anything else. Yo, you an educated black man, and we can leave it at that. So I'm always excited and I'm always pumped up when I'm allowed to see that. And that was great to see in the very first episode.
Yeah. What I remember on the first episode was the contradiction of the rule of you're allowed to protect your home by any means. If someone's invading or breaking into your home, you're allowed to protect it. And a no-knock warrant violates that right. You know what I'm saying? Especially if there's no warrant for you. And he broke that down. So I was like, dang, with that going on, how just they're crossing each other out when the tie goes to the winner, the runner, they say, like, this is my home. I'm supposed to be able to protect my home before you can do a no knock, in the sense of how he broke it down. So I believe he brought attention to that. And then I swear, also in the episode, he called way before what happened. He called exactly what was going to happen to Trump. And I'm not getting on DJ Paul McAfee. He thought that, I think Trump's going to be a two-term president. And, I can understand that. I'm not judging. He was looking at a certain system and what he saw. That's what he thought before what he was seeing. You know what I'm saying? But he said, no, it's going to be like this. And if you watch the episode, he calls it to the T, to the fact that he's going to take everything to the courts and try to sue. And I'll be damned if he didn't do exactly what that brother said. So I was just in awe. I love when, to foresee something like that shows me that you're on another level educational wise and you understand the way this works. You feel what I'm saying? When you can call it that early. And what I want to say before we go on to the next one, and since it's the recap, I believe in giving niggas flowers before, they're gone. So in my all heart to these two dudes you see on the screen that you do this all the time, I function with these niggas. These are my brothers, you feel what I'm saying? And I want to say this to them, this idea started with Instagram Live. You know what I mean? And even before that, I apologize. This idea started with the smart brother, DJ Pablo McAfee. You know what I mean? We all had different formats. You know what I'm saying? Lance had a different format. Me, D-Wise, I had a different format. Pablo McAfee, you know what I'm saying? He had his format already set in mind. And I know this brother. He reached out to me. He said, hey, man, I got something. It's called 25 Acre Culture. I heard that shit, and I'm like, that's a hit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, this man's a genius. And he knew it was smart, but he don't see, I see the fucking halo. That shit's bright. You know what I mean? Sometimes the name helps so much. I'm like, ooh, that shit raw, my nigga, yo. And being black man, we got to help each other. I was like, yo, you need anything, my nigga? You need me to come on, whatever, my other format, just pointing his here and there since I've done it. I got you. That's name sexy, good luck, shook his hand, whatever. That turned into, hey, D-Wise, could you jump on? Absolutely, my nigga, I would love to jump on your show. That turned into yo, we got, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Hey, other things happen, COVID-19 happened, things went in the mix. Now I'm on 25 Acre Culture full time, you feel what I'm saying? And that's a blessing right there. Then we go to Instagram Live. This is when the brother Lance Draper comes in because he's following us on Instagram Live, just saying some real ass shit. Me and DJ Paul McAfee's like, we got to see who this nigga is. You know what I'm saying? Had to come to find out, boom, hit his shit. Most controversial triple X shit you'll ever hear, but he stands by his shit. 100%. He came on episode 2. The chemistry was so beautiful, my nigga, that there was no way of turning back and saying this nigga can't jump on. And now, I spoke to, DJ Paul McAfee. He said, same thing. This chemistry's so ill. It's fire. We can't move on forward. So from 2 on, Lance Draper's there. So I just want to say, like, yo, that's the story, that's the origins. You feel what I'm saying? We all came from different formats. We came together as all three intelligent, wise, hustling brothers to make this platform rise. And I want to say thank you to the subscribers. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you to the followers. Thank you to the people that leave the comments. But I just wanted to give you that little history that we started here, we switched platforms, and we grew. And these two people right here that you see in front of you, we all grinders, we all hustle, and that's where we is. So I just want to recap that. Like, it started with this idea. This nigga DJ Paul Backman said 25 hit the culture, and now we killing it. You feel what I'm saying? So I just had to give that backstory before we continue on the rest of our journey, because it was important. I got to give this nigga Lance his flowers. I got to give this nigga DJ Pablo McAdee his flowers. You feel me? So now we go on to the next topic. And if one of y'all niggas cry, I swear to God.
Facts. Facts. Love y'all niggas, man. Appreciate y'all.
Quick, I gotta add on to that. You feel me? So look, you know, I believe, you know, this pandemic, you know, put us together. You feel me? And I feel like it's working out amazing. But you know, I want to go back to a Big Money Boy Lance. So you know, he would comment on our Instagram live, and it's like, yo, without seeing him or hearing his voice or whatever, I'm like, yo, it would just like stand out like in bold letters for me. You feel me? I'm like this nigga's funny, dog. I'm like, I find this nigga hilarious, especially when it comes to the woman shit. You feel me? We still haven't had this conversation, but I'm like, yo, this nigga probably been through a few relationships. And he just be like, women this, women that, da da da. And I'm be like, yo, I just be like, I relate to this nigga. This nigga's funny. I'm like, yo, we gotta have him on. And ever since we had him on, I'm like, yo, dog, like the chemistry, just the way your brain works and how you think about certain things. Earlier today, I had a conversation with Josh Single. He called me talking about the interview that he saw with AK, and then we're talking about the Major League, the baseball. And you know, I'm like, oh man, like, you know, this is a good thing that the Major League Baseball is taking on the Negro stats and whatever. But like, you know, sometimes you have your mind set up to a certain way, to a certain response, and then it's like when you came on, you were like, well, it's 40 years too late. And I'm like, it just changed my whole response now to be like, you know what? He's absolutely right. So sometimes, you know, you think you may be right about something, or maybe what you wanted to say about something was correct. And I'm like, yo, you know what? I got to correct myself. I'm like, well, it's nice that, you know, they did that, but they are 40 years too late. And what do they want? And it's just amazing to see, like, also too, like, I heard some feedback. Like, look, even though we sometimes disagree, we don't be like at each other's neck. Like, nah, dog, it shouldn't be like that. Like, you know, we be like, yo, you feel this about Trump? I feel this about Biden. You feel this about this, and you feel that about that. You feel this about women. You feel this about that. And it's like, yo, and at the end of the day, it's like, I respect my brother's mind, you know, what he just said and whatever, and then we just keep forward. That's why they feel like the chemistry works very well between us three. You feel me? We got the
100%.
You know, so I just wanted to say that, you know, and like, yo, man, like I'm hoping 2021 and beyond, like, you know, health, wealth, riches, you know, I know when it comes to growing, there's definitely going to be difficulties and milestones to get to. You're like, damn, yo, I didn't know it was gonna be that hard to get this million. Like, you feel me? But it's like, you feel me? Because like, yo, man, when we call on you, you there, dog. You feel me? Whether it's last minute or whatever. And I appreciate you, you know, showing up. You feel me? You know, hopefully one day we start getting them big boy checks. You feel me? And it would be big money boys. You feel me?
Facts.
Be on that money over nonsense shit. You feel me?
Always. Money over nonsense. Always. Yo, I appreciate y'all, yo. This shit is major. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always know, like, from day one, we always knew, like, we was doing major. Like, it felt good from day one. But, you know what I'm saying? Even you, like, how y'all breaking this shit down, yeah, yo, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all allowing me to be here. I appreciate y'all appreciating me for who I am. You know what I mean? So, nah, this is major. Like, this is a great gift, yo. Like, I appreciate y'all. The show, working with y'all, being here right now, hearing y'all talk about our experience and what I bring, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all.
Yeah, man. You know
what I'm saying? To the top.
Y'all niggas, man.
So back to 2020. So, you know, this is also the year of politics and craziness. So, you know, with the politics, you know, we had Trump, We had Kamala Harris. We had Joe Biden. We had rappers even going up to the White House. Lil Wayne. We had Kanye West out here too, trying to run for president. Like, and we had COVID going on. So some of your take about how you felt about all these individuals, Kanye, Lil Wayne, Lil Pump, all these people going to the White House and trying to get the black vote or the urban vote.
You got to put everything times like 52 because you said everything that happened, you got to multiply it plus going on during COVID. Like that made everything harder. You know what I'm saying? So even, the simple shit in life that's just a little nuisance, you throw on COVID to it and it made life even harder. Politically though, like another thing I just want to throw into the whole Tory Lanez versus Meg Thee Stallion thing. That was another, like, as far as major events, it wasn't political, but that's another major event that we'll go recap episode 2. But as far as politics, this is the first year I feel like a lot of people, kind of like how I've expressed before, felt that they were fucked either or way. So they were just trying to see which side had lubrication. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I really felt like a lot of people felt that. So I think that was a wake-up call. And I feel like now, if we can tear down parties, like I've said previously, I feel like we can really get the best man, woman, whatever race for the job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like once we break that down, which I feel like we're right on the edge of everyone saying, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all niggas is dirty. All y'all niggas is liars. Well, I'm going with him. Guaranteed. This, that. Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like they're going to put people's feet to the fire. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the younger generation, our generation is like tired of it. So that's my whole take on as far as like all the things that happen politically. And, I congratulate the sister Kamala Harris for being the vice president, but I already see certain fuck ups. So again, I feel we're going to hold her to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden won the presidency, already shaky waters. You already see shit starting to go off. Nigga might fall off the boat. But I feel like now we're going to be like, hold your shit to the fire, nigga. Like, I just feel like niggas is tired of the games. And that can wrap up like basically all the things politically on my end.
Yo, no lie, bro. Like, I guess this is the best part about doing a recap show. Because my man Lil Wayne caught a gun charge. It looked like he about to get off because he had a meeting with Donald Trump. Y'all owe that man an apology. Joe Biden was talking all that, black people this shit. Yo, you ain't took one meeting with one black person that had a real plan. So yeah, that's strike number one. Yo, Joe Biden talking real reckless to the leaders of our black, I guess a black delegation, I'll say, for a lack of having the right term. And he talking real slick to them. So everybody out here dancing in the street and shit, and this dude ain't doing nothing. He's not even talking, like he about to do anything. You would think the way he was talking, that as soon as he realized that he was going to be the president, that he was going to be like, all right, niggas, minus saying niggas, but it's time for y'all to get to the forefront here, and it's time for me to set some of these wrongs right. Yo, bro, he basically got the seat. No, he headed there, and he like, all right, motherfucker, back to the bus. Back to the back. You know what time it is. You got your marching orders. You didn't have them for 400 years already. So I'm not sure how people feel about that, but some people like to say, told you so. You know what I mean? Kamala Harris, I didn't think she was black before. I don't see her doing anything black now. Was she scheduled to pop up at the Keisha Cole Ashanti versus? Or did she have the vice presidency and no longer needed to do black shit? Yeah, Donald Trump, yo. The brother said he was trying to send us 2K a couple days ago. I was with that. You know what I mean?
I think everybody was. I was hoping, hand the guy, I was like, I hope this nigga vetoes this shit because, he said he's going to run again in 2024. If you leave niggas with a smile on their face, you have that chance. You know what I'm saying? If not, niggas like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. Absolutely.
Joe Biden getting away with this $600 stimulus. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm gonna take it. No, I'm not. I ain't never too rich to shit on no money. But what the hell is a $600 stimulus?
some fucking groceries. That's it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. There's some people out here, man. They hit the corner for 3 hours. They got $600. This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It seemed like a lot of these people were jumping out thinking this is the great hope for us. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're not off to a good start. So y'all owe Ice Cube an apology. Y'all owe Lil Wayne an apology. Y'all owe black people who actually said, "Damn, let me look at this and assess it for what it is, rather than following a wave or a trend." Y'all owe us an apology. We ain't gonna get it. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck y'all. No disrespect, but that's the political fallback. Yo, Trump, you lost, you out. Bernie, you got to do better, bro, because you're not starting off real well.
Not Bernie.
Yeah,
oh, my fault, not Bernie. No, Bozo. I meant to call him the Bozo. Biden, yeah, Bozo Biden.
Because I'm gonna be 100. We never really touched this topic, but if Bernie got in there, I fucks with Bernie a little bit more than both the niggas, but he's independent.
No.
I fuck with him way more than Biden. I have no problem saying that. Biden or Bernie, we're really gonna say they exactly the same? Or one's working worse?
Man. We talking about Sleepy Joe not making it to the through his term. What's the chance? Biden ain't got better chances than that.
I mean, I'm just saying Joe, not Joe Biden. Now you got me fucking up the name. Bernie Sanders. Yeah. Bernie Sanders is, if you want to put record against record and talk about past, like Joe's got that shit. Bernie's record is fighting with people, getting shit right, making sure minimum wage increases, going to Disney World, the so-called happiest place on earth, and making sure they can get a livable wage. Like, that nigga been fighting. And I think Democrats and Republicans don't like him because they believe, like, nah, man, because he's against corporations, period. Fuck them. Said that on numerous times. He's not perfect, but I'm just saying, if you wanted me to say, who am I choosing? It's him. But it's like, when you're independent, because you got to remember, he's truly an independent. He just leans liberally. You know what I'm saying? But he's truly independent because he called Joe Biden on the debate, his whole record. Like, did you do this? You did this? Did this? Didn't that bill send a lot of black people away? He called it out loud. You know what I'm saying? And just people was just, they don't think he can cash that check that he's writing. You feel me?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He talked all that shit and you still ain't win. You back-to-back loser.
With that, before going episode 2, there was a lot going on, and it connects to the whole vice president debate we saw. Heat versus the Lakers. At the time, the Heat was starting to come back. We had to highlight that. The Tory Lanez thing again. Meg Thee Stallion on SNL, her message about being a positive queen. We talked about that. What was the best moment in episode 2 before we move on and talk about episode 3?
I mean, like a whole LeBron James, actually winning this championship and actually being.
He didn't win that championship yet. You didn't listen to me. He was starting to come back. That's what I said. What was the highlight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember those, but. But you know what sucks is like, they made Miami feel like we had an opportunity or a chance to fucking win.
At the time, and Lance, if he gonna keep it 100, even Lance was like, y'all niggas is shaking the boat a little bit. Don't act like you even said like, if they niggas send this to another game, I can't call it, because we talked about refs start calling shit in game 7 that you haven't heard for 50 years. Shit like that happens on game 7. You're like, like, so
right, if some of our listeners could go back and find any fear in my voice, because I was never scared of no Miami Heat.
You were definitely concerned.
Y'all suck. Jimmy Butler, you suck. Tyler Hero, you suck.
You were concerned.
Bam Abba, you suck, yo. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all find that footage, we'll send y'all a pack. You know what I mean?
Because I would say this, he didn't give up hope, but he was definitely concerned. He's like, these niggas, they threw a 2-piece in there, and you felt it. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the biggest highlight. I would say, Lance keeping it real, and the whole. I know for you were really problematically on that verge of like, does Meg Thee Stallion have the right to talk about being a queen and she's out there popping her pussy. I remember that was a big thing. So that's why I remember too.
Facts. That was a major thing for me in that episode. You don't never take away an artist's ability to express or preach whatever message that she wants to give fans. It's just certain stuff like that always rub the wrong way. You know what I mean? I hate to hear brother talking about slanging that thing and handling that work, and he out here dropping bodies, and then he got a gospel record that drop each Sunday. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things that it be like, damn, bro, that's a little funny looking. And that's how she come across, you know what I'm saying? And then it comes out like, what was it, like a couple weeks later or a couple weeks ago, we get a track called Body Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn it. It's like, looking back on it, it's like we knew what you was doing. It's not called Know Your Rights, Know Your Rights, Know Your Rights. It's called Body Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. So we know what you're doing out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely go back to that Dave
Chappelle that was the thing.
Skit when you know, when a woman's dressed a certain type of way, it doesn't mean that they a hoe. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But he did say you're wearing a hoe's uniform. I tell you that shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So you gotta listen to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she said, you're 100% right. You're dressed that way. That doesn't make her a hoe. She could be this, she could be that, intelligent. So, you know, he said, judging a book by a cover can lead you down a fucked up path. But you are wearing a hoe's uniform. So you shouldn't be really getting mad at me when I pursue you as such. That's the whole skit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, too, let's talk about breaking the code. So remember this year, Snitches, 6ix9ine came out of prison, and also we had Roddy Rebel that came out of prison this year. Unfortunately, you know, Stitch 9, you know, got mad love out here, making mad money out here, you know, still being a troll out here, and, you know, looking like he's somewhat, you know, winning, and it seems like, you know, being a snitch is, you know, being acceptable, you feel me? And not sticking to the code. And we got Roddy Rebel that just released, sticking to the code, you know, did his time, came out, you know, and, you know, right now, hopefully every rapper that made a commitment to him as, like, you know, to either do a song or whatever, you know, stick to they manly code and fulfill that, you know. So tell me how you feel about breaking the code and the code not being broken.
You know, with that,
breaking the code is a no-no.
And that's gonna lead to another topic that I thought we were gonna talk about this towards the end, but that's fine. I'll be glad to break it down earlier. But like Lance said, breaking the code, absolutely no. You know what I mean? If you're pursuing something and you know what the game is, like, you know, the whole boy, like, you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he said, you know, I'm a blood, I'm this, I'm from this neighborhood, I rock it, I get it in, whatever. And then when the pressure got on you, you folded. And you broke the code and you should have known better. And here's my interesting take on this one. Here's a spinoff I like. This is the only new information I'm gonna bring to this topic. You know, recently Pharrell came on Drink Champs and he talked about, you know, oh no, I am not tough, I am not street. You know what I mean? 50 said, I am not gang. I do not gang bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, if you do something wrong, I'm an officer. I told him not to do this, and he did this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everyone's wondering, yo, why is he getting no heat for what he said, but Tekashi 6ix9ine, the world's breaking down on him, and niggas don't want him to touch a microphone and say he whack and he a rat, and I won't be seen with this nigga, and it's on site if I see this nigga. You know, why is there two different lanes? This simple. Pharrell never, ever, ever, as he said there, came off. He said, I'm not a street dude. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not built for jail. And he's never fronted like he was a goon gangster or in the gang or anything. He said, I am a civilian. Said that from the jump. And he never claimed something he wasn't not. There's always respect from any hood, any community, anywhere you go, when you're 100% authentic and you're just you. You know what I'm saying? I always give that. If I meet somebody and they have no city knowledge, they don't nothing, they're a nerd, they're a geek, they're good at math, they went to school, they got their masters, and that's all they about, I am 100% on with them when they say, this is how I am. Oh, you want to do this? You want to drink a little something? I don't drink. I don't do that. That's not how I get down. I respect every man that tells me what they are. what you get in trouble for, when you get fucked up about, when you get, you know, someone's gonna press you on, is when you say, yeah, I'm about that life, nigga. I sell drugs, so rock. I did 20 years in the pen. Nigga, my hands is lethal. Niggas, if I can't beat you with the hands, I'm gonna shoot you up. And then when the niggas say, oh, word, prove it. And then you start going, hey, officer, this is what happened. That's the fucking problem. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like Pharrell's getting no backlash, because he's just telling you from the jump, this is me, this is how I get down, this is who I am. Yeah, I'm a civilian. Officer, I told him not to do it, he did that. I'm not built for jail. Like, I respect that, because he never tried to pursue something he's not. And that's part of the problem, is being something you're not and being fake. And then when you get checked on it, you fold him. So that's why Tekashi 6ix9ine got what he was supposed to get.
I agree. Like you said, Pharrell was basically telling motherfuckers, I don't do jail. I don't do shit that'll land me in jail. I'm not built for jail. So I'm not fucking with jail. He basically told you, I don't necessarily like the idea of him saying he's just gonna snitch though. That something about that sound weak. You could just shut the fuck up and not go to jail. Like, I don't know. Part of me's like, all right, cool, you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how to move around you, but there's just something very funny about, yo, I'm snitching. So Pharrell, you just tattletaling, nigga. If they look at you wrong, you spilling all the beans. Like, that's you that nigga.
But I feel like, I feel like if a nigga tell you from the jump, hey, I don't do dirt around me, and someone puts pressure on this nigga, like, you should be smart enough to be like, nah, Pharrell, don't fuck with this shit. Don't talk to him, don't tell him, you know what I mean? You have to be that. Now, if you choose to do shit in front of him, like, oh, fuck it, and the nigga told you, no, don't do that shit in front of me, and you decide, I'm gonna get down anyways, fuck the warning, because niggas get in trouble when I'm down, nigga, I get down, I do that. Okay, hey, we all locked up, everyone shut the fuck up. Hey, yo, I gotta look out for my daughter, I gotta look out for my family, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like, oh, no, nigga, you was down to bang, you said you was a hard nigga, dog, what the fuck happened to that? That's what I'm saying. Like, if a nigga comes to circle and says, this is who I am, I'm not with that. Like, I'm pretty sure before shit gets ill, if a nigga's like, I'm out, don't put me in this, I don't want nothing to do with it. If you put him in it, that's your fault.
Cool. If Pharrell's one of them niggas like, it's getting ugly in here, fellas, y'all have a good one. I'm a head out of here. If he's one of those dudes, 100%. But Pharrell can't be one of them niggas sitting in the middle of everything like, oh, that was crazy. Oh, and then when they ask him a question, he like, all right, well, look, this is how I started. That dude, you can't be that guy.
Yeah, you think in his interview he came across as being that guy?
See, that's the thing. Sometimes people can say shit and they be like, oh, ha, 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 Pharrell, the real guy. But Pharrell might be sitting there going, ooh, they took that pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And then you really don't know what'll happen when the pressure is applied. I don't think he's just gonna sing unnecessarily, but I don't think snitches should be your message either. But as long as you're not pursuing those things that put you in jail, put you in harm's way, I got no issue with it. As far as Tekashi 6ix9ine and him snitching and making the money and looking like he's living his life, I don't think he's happy. Like, I think the man just has a lot of money. He's got a chick with a fat ass. She's nice to look at. So he's got bodyguards. He's got the best bodyguards in the world. CIA, feds, whoever watching him. So he just walk around with his money, so it looked like he happy. I think that's his biggest issue. That it looked like he happy, but I don't think he happy going around, walking around with the feds, having to go home and not really being able to go out and really be a regular person. Where you look at Rowdy and he home, he doing toy drives in the hood. He got the hottest piece in the game right now, the glow in the dark pendant that he got. He's respected. You ain't gonna find nobody throwing dirt on his name right now, and they shouldn't. But I think that's the difference. You know what I mean? Rowdy's allowed to walk around real nigga shit. Where Tekashi, you're like, oh, he's rich, he must be happy. But there's a lot of people that'll tell you, man, I have plenty of money, but I wasn't happy. So I think that's Tekashi's real issue. He may look happy because he got some things going for him, but I don't think that man happy. Not at all.
I like to say, yo, like, snitching should never be glorified. You feel me? And also too, message to all rappers out there. I seen Waka Flocka, he dropped a message like, yo, if you're a rapper, you need to be the best rapper that you could be. You know, if you're trying to be a gangster rapper and you try to be a gangster and a thug and all this other shit, you are backtracking. You feel me? You don't need to be backtracking. You feel me? So be a fucking rapper, nigga. Like, that's it. Rap, make bars, drop albums, you know, stop all the beef and all the fucking nonsense and make your freaking money, dog. Beef, bread over beef. You feel me? Always.
Facts.
Money over nonsense, always. You feel
Money
me?
over nonsense, always, baby.
You feel me? So hope you guys learned something from this. You feel me? Yo, D-Wise, what's the next thing?
I want to reflect. Like I said, some recap and stuff. I think a big thing in one of the episodes that got some juice. Episode 9. Episode 9 was the whole Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. Dave Chappelle's boycott and the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. I just want to touch on those things. I think those were the hottest things to talk about. I mean, everything we talk about is hot, so don't think I'm downplaying anything, but I think those things are definitely pillars for each person here that, you know what I mean? And I know we wanted to talk about it, but, you know, we always have to give our, you know, viewers the best shit possible and the newest shit out. So through that, we had other things that we'll talk about next. But I just want to start off with the whole highlighting the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. And I'll let Lance talk about that. Like, now we know the aftermath. Now we know what happened. You know what I mean? Did this live up to the hype in y'all opinions or what?
Hell no.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Roy Jones, you soft. Roy Jones right here on Christmas Day 2020. Tell him to cut the check. I go a couple rounds with Roy Jones because the man that was in that ring with Tyson, that ain't the man that we all knew and loved. That was some old, scared, running old man, let me get my check shit. Roy, me and you, baby, cut the check. Give me 6 months to train and we can do this. Jake Paul, I'll knock your ass out too. That's how I'm feeling. But nah, Roy Jones, you ran. Tyson looked like he went in there to at least fight and give us something. Roy Jones really thought he was 22 years old again, throwing the jab like, ha, and walking away. And it's like, Roy, you're in slow-mo right now, bro. Just shoot the hands, man. To me, Roy did not allow this to live up to the hype. I'm not saying you got to go in there like a crash dummy, but I expected to see some lead right hands. I expected to see the signature 3 or 4 lefts by Roy, where he's just leaning in on you. It's like, I felt like I didn't see the best parts of Roy. And when you're fighting somebody around the same age as you, where you can't use the excuse of, oh, it's a young lion against an older fighter, I would have liked to see a little more pop. So thank God for Nate Robinson being the sacrificial lamb for that event. You know what I mean? Because without that, it'd have been totally disappointing. Nate, get well soon. And I wish you nothing but the best, because the ass whooping like that, boy, that'll stay with you.
Yeah. I'm going to just say this, and then I'm going to let, DJ Pop Mac give his 2 cents. I agree with what you said. I'll add on to it by saying that even with the fight, everybody that loves boxing loves Mike Tyson. If you love boxing, you love Mike Tyson. And if you don't love him, you at least respect the greatness he had at that point in time. He's still the youngest heavyweight ever. So boxing, when you talk about the history of boxing, it will not be a chapter without Mike Tyson in it, or you're not reading the right boxing book, period. So, of course, I was happy that he returned. I felt that this was a sparring match because we all know Mike, man. And he really didn't touch the nigga's head. And we know Mike puts the left hook to the jaw. That's Mike Tyson. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And he was giving him body shots, and it was hurting the fuck out of Roy Jones. But I think that was to keep it there, to keep him around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if he hit any of those body shots, one up with an uppercut and everything, and we all know Mike is serious with his uppercuts. We know Mike, we were watching, when we learned about boxing, we were watching Mike Tyson. We know his uppercuts is stupid, left or right. Whatever way you're leaning your body to block, you lean away so he doesn't hit you with a body shot, and he comes up with the opposite side of the uppercut. That is Mike Tyson movement. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even with that, it was just like, yo, he respected you because he said you took them hits. And I like that they kept the real saying, no, them shit's hurt. Mike's still Mike. He still hits and shit. And that was only taking it. But I agree with everything you said. I wish Roy Jones had Mike Tyson mentality. Like, he sounded like good, but he didn't show me that good. You know what I mean?
My 2 cents on all of this shit. Tyson fight was disappointing, but the Nate Robinson shit was hilarious. But the memes were out of control though. My favorite Nate Robinson meme was that somebody made a fucking loud pack of Nate Robinson that fucking loud pack. Yo, with him just passed out, I'm like, yo, like the internet remains undefeated, dog. Like this shit was like within hours it was up. Like, yo, I'm smoking on that Nate Robinson. Like, you feel me? That shit knocked me the fuck out. Like, yo, like they weren't playing, son.
At all.
So,
I'm just gonna knock out the next 2 things so we can get to the next topic so we can keep moving on. For I'll say this: Dave Chappelle. As far as the boycott, I'll put my 2 cents and everyone else to their thing. I will say my whole thing about that was I loved that we backed that man. I love community. Like I love that, yo. I love when I see the ball moving in progression of us getting better as a community. And I personally don't know Dave Chappelle. I don't believe you brothers personally know Dave Chappelle, but we support each other. We saw a black man asking, please, if you ever fucked with me, if I ever made you laugh, don't go stream that shit on Netflix. Don't go stream that shit on HBO Max because HBO said, what do we need you for? Well, but now you're trying to make money off of me. And the Dave Chappelle people, they still own the rights for a fucked up contract that I signed and I have to take responsibility for that. But they can't make money if you don't watch. And I love that Netflix is like, done. Because respect and money's made both ways. You gotta look a man in the eye and vice versa. So I love they shook the hand. And I love that we were ready to say, hey, Netflix, fuck that. And he did it smart too. That's what he won where, what's the female comedian that tried to say cancel Netflix? So, not Simone. Monique. Respect to the sister. She is a legend. But she wanted you to get rid of Netflix in total. And Dave said, basically saying, watch your shit. I watch Netflix type shit. Like, nigga, like, I'm not gonna tell niggas during this shit that's going on COVID, get rid of Netflix, because niggas really only have so much they can do. But I will say, please don't watch this. Watch everything else. And we were ready to back them up. So I just love how I take that was community backing each other. That we need more of that.
Fact. Anytime we solid as a people. Yo, we good. We good. That's just the best way to put it. We are good. So it's great that we actually got behind something. Dave Chappelle, yo, you goated, bro. So anything that we could do as fans, yo, we here for you. You know what I mean? So it's just great to see. Big up HBO, Netflix, everybody who pulled it. All the networks, all the big wigs, everybody, black, white, everything, major. But we appreciate y'all for doing that. And I appreciate us as the people for making sure that we did the right thing behind this one. Because we all knew it was some bullshit that they said that man lost his mind and he moved to Africa because he was crazy. That's bullshit. We didn't do right by him the first time. At least we could do was do right by him this time. We should have been sitting there like, that man ain't crazy. What's really going on? It ain't like it was the first time we'd ever heard some bullshit like that.
I co-sign both of you guys. He said everything. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say?
Yeah, I got you. Well, then lead on this one. Like I said, let's try to wrap this one in 30 seconds. 30-second recap of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air so we can move on to the next thing. You go first, people, since I want to take your words.
I learned from this Fresh Prince, reunion, how a woman can hold on to a grudge for a long ass motherfucking time and not move on with their fucking life. That's what I really learned from this whole Fresh Prince reunion. You know, other than that, like, Will Smith is a goat. You feel me? He just seems like a great individual, great family guy, great actor. I feel like he motivates the culture. Musically, movies, film, all that shit. So, but that's what I really learned from the reunion was like, damn, some people could really hold on to fucking grudges.
Lance, knock it out in 30 seconds. What you think about that?
All right, what I think about that, yo, fuck you on Vivian.
Light skin or dark skin?
Fuck you, on Vivian in its full picture.
Okay.
Light skin, dark skin. Fuck you on Vivian. Will Smith appreciate you showing an example of a grown ass man handling your shit because the red table talk was ridiculous. You took that shit like a fucking champ. You took this bullshit on Vivian like a champ. You know what I mean? So anytime you get a positive example, you hate that he had to be the one because it's Big Willie style, as my homie says. Only my one homie. I'm not gonna act like that's popular. My one homie said that shit. But it's just we appreciate the example, Will, because some people ain't got that much. They ain't got it in them to act like you did. So love the example. Fuck you on Viv.
And I'm just gonna say in less than 30 seconds, hey, rest in peace for James Avery. That's what I took about that. I saw how important he was in everybody's everyone that acted, dark skin, light skin, on Viv, the Jeffrey the Carlton, the sister, all them people. He touched everyone's lives, and he was an example of everybody wanted that Uncle Phil, that male role model, that positive person that, you know, they don't talk about it enough, but they highlight it enough. But Uncle Phil went through some hard times not having money, went through them streets. I remember when he got Will Smith out of the pool hall and he played the niggas that was running game. He's like, I want more money. I want another chance to get it. I want a chance. Oh, I could have done with $500 a ball. Oh, God, I guess. Hey, Jeffrey, break out Lucille. You guys got me fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what's up. It's like, you think I'm always trying to ruin your fun, but I just see the danger. I want you to come home safely, nigga. And everybody always wants that. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to James Avery, the movement with Uncle Phil represented. So that's that. One of the biggest views, and that's why we're going to touch about this, and of all of us, we had a Kings versus Queens episode. And I think all of us enjoyed it. Everyone knows what it was about. We talked about a lot of shit. DJ Paul Maccabee, what'd you think, man? What was the Kings and Queens? What was special about that for you?
Yo, man, I thought it was pretty cool, the whole gender roles, thing. To see how women think and how men think. And honestly, I feel like we need like a round two to discuss other issues that men and women are having to see why relationships are not fucking working. You feel me? Is it the woman or is it the man? You feel me?
Woman. It's the woman.
Yeah, I feel like man, you fucking something, dog. You feel me? It's like, yo, I feel women want everything. They want you to have the best
and then some.
They want you to have the best bank account. They want you to have the best car. They want you to be good looking. They don't want you to have fucking a gray hair. They want you to have a head full of hair. They want you to have the best mother-in-law, the best father-in-law. They want to make sure you got good genes to give them good children. They I don't know. They want every motherfucking thing, everything. You feel me? If you missing one thing on the fucking list, like you ain't shit. Like women would rather be by themselves if you don't have the total fucking package. You feel me? You be seeing some beautiful women, like, maybe in their 40s and their 50s or even their 30s, yo, and you be like, why are you single? And like, you know what? I think you the problem. You feel me?
Lance, what was your favorite moment or favorite, whatever, the whole episode? What'd you like about it? What you hate about it? Whatever. And I want to say this, you stood 10 toes down with your shit, as we all knew you were going to. That's what I think definitely helped elevate the show. But your opinion, what was up with the Kings versus Queens?
Yo, that episode was fucking fun, bro. I think I definitely agree. We definitely need a round two of that. And I think we need to be, like you said, more specific. You know what I mean? Like actually pick out roles. We all been in relationships. We don't have to, you know what I mean? But we don't have to give names, you know what I'm saying? But give out these situations and see how they really would go down. Because even in those conversations, it's like, ooh, you said that. That's not true. Why you lying? You know what I mean? So it was a great vibe there. The ladies were great. The energy was great. But to have some specific topics to go directly in on, because you notice when we started talking about why women are allergic to accountability, it was like, what? I don't know what allergic to accountability. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So like more direct conversation about that and conflict resolution. And because I know one of the queens is like, you guys don't communicate well. And then as soon as we were like, well, communication don't always work out, it was like, oh, it's the funniest thing in the world. Like, oh, so you're covering both angles in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like that. It was dope. I'd love to do it again. You know what I mean? I'd even love to maybe get in some of the young lady, the young woman's husband. She said her husband worked at the electric company, and let's see if any of those things are real. You know what I mean? Like we hear things, but let's see if any of those answers change with the partners right there.
Yeah. Now it's always cool to go digging deeper. I love that. You know what? When it was all said and done, when we ended it, I think all of us grew a little bit. You know what I'm saying? From it. I took positive stuff from it, and I didn't agree with all the queens that they said, but we all kept it respectful. And we, all of us, proud Black people, and and we talked about experiences. And no matter what someone said, like I didn't agree with Charisma, powerful queen. That's why she was on the platform. I didn't agree with everything she said, even the things like the whole the cougar thing just became popular. I'm like, no, not at all. That was always a plan for us. Like Lance said, like. My favorite part of that, this is a no floaty zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta talk that talk. You gotta be in this shit, which is, it was always there. We just had to come, our game had to be on point. But there were so many examples. I'm like, yo, no, there was always, niggas was like talking about this, like, yo, being a young nigga and being with the older woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can go back to like, even right now, these school teachers are taking, I don't know where the fuck they were at when I was in school, but they fucking these little boys. There was always this older woman, powerful, whatever, messing with little boys. I mean, that's not legal. I'm just saying that thing's been going on. Even old school rumors that you heard, oh man, you thought the babysitter was fine. And if you could get the babysitter that was watching you, I know a few nigga stories that was that. So it might not have the cougar name, but it's always been a thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but very intelligent. I know you would, after we went off live, she's like, hey, are we still friends? Of course we're still friends. Liz said the charisma of faith and flyness, you know what I'm saying? And I love that we were, we respected each other. We showed you Black excellence. Everyone was strong and opinionated. We listened to each other too. No one was rude. Even if I didn't believe what you said and you didn't believe what I said, we went with it, we talked about it, and we moved on. And I think we just showed so much to the viewers. And I think that's part of the reason why that one out of all of us, and I believe all our shits are fire. Like, you look at the subscribers and look how many views we're getting, but that one's leading, and I think there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying?
We had great communication, fellas.
Next two things, and then I guess we just wrap up and say what our next thing is. But as you guys have seen, I'll speak on it too. We've had two great interviews. We've had the Josh Single interview that we talked about, and he came on, he stayed on with us, and he actually talked topics with us. And we had the AK interview that just dropped. Guys, go check it out. Wonderful. This guy's got bars. Jay Single's another nigga got bars. But nigga AK, like, yo, he made me respect so much more English artists. Like, I went and looked up people he listens to. I respect this man because I saw what he did with his craft. His freestyle was fire. His answers was fire. You got a complete, genuine answer, and he didn't hold anything back. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to, when it's time, talk to him again, get him back on. But I love the platform where you might not have heard of these niggas, but they real deals, and they're about to blow up in their field. And I thank you to both of them. If they see this, you came here. You guys are both busy. You guys both got fired. You came here and fuck with your boy D-Wise, fuck with your boys Lance Draper, fuck with your boy DJ Pablo Maccabee. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So I love that. And both of them niggas is raw. Lance or DJ Pablo Maccabee, what you think about them two?
AK was gutter. Like you said, interviews were dope. It was great to hear. It was great to hear rap from overseas. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think they got that gutter lyrically. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. You know what I mean? Josh Single got that boy got some talent. It was like, yo, Josh Single, introduce yourself. He was like, yeah, I'm Josh Single, mother me. Damn, bro, okay. Ain't get a whole sentence out before he was showing out. So they were great interviews. Like, they were great, they were honest, they were open, so it was fire. It was dope.
Yo, so Josh Single, man, I heard his first track called Pelan. I'm like, yo, he's just mad talented, yo. He just knows how to like harmonize and put hooks together and songs, and and it's just very authentic, Jamaican reggae dance hall, type of artist. And and also too, like his songs, they have a message to them. You know, he talked about the Corona song, and you know, how's that song go? Coronavirus can't stop the youth. Yo, you know, it's like, yo, like the government and all this other stuff or whatever. And even the song about, you know, marijuana, how they try to like criminalize it and stuff like that, you know, but it's like when they want to make money, then they legalize it and, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, his songs are they're just great. And, you know, he's on the verge of being a great artist. And, you know, for people that want to work with them, like, yo, you need to go up and hit him up now. You know, I remember watching an interview, was it with Dr. Dre or with Timberland? It was like, yo, you need to work with artists before they blow up. Because it's like, yo, once they blow up, then you can't afford them. You go with me? So whatever they feature price is, whatever. And then when they blow up, then it's like you almost in a way blow up because now you can say you have a song with these individuals. You feel me? And it's just like, yo, if you see Josh Singles' talent, it's just amazing. A bad chick of my type. Love to see the girl them a ride on bike, like, you know, sit up on a saddle and make the girl ride, like, you know, like, yo, he just got that talent, yo. You feel me?
Now I feel bad for not knowing no words.
Nah, I'm like, but I do like the, you know, what's that one? Damn, dog. What about the girlfriend? Oh man, sorry, Josh Single, I fucked that shit up. No.
What about the what is Me Presidential, like that one?
Oh yes, Me Presidential Chief of Staff, like
yeah.
Oh yeah, cause
Me Come First, your boyfriend
come last. Me Presidential Chief of Staff. Yo, yes, I listen. Me panireba. You eat curry goats. Me eat jerk chicken. Me that nigga made me speak in a Jamaican accent. And like my wife's like, "Can you watch the baby?" Like, me don't watch no baby. Me working. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, I watched the baby." Let me just finish my work real quick. You know what I mean? But they're both talented. I thought, honestly, I was gonna hear like there's gonna be a gap because like we're from the States. One cat's from England, London, you know what I'm saying? And the other one's got a thick Jamaican accent. So I was like, dang, are the viewers gonna be able to understand? But you know what's so powerful about music is when you have a good beat and your message is there, you might not get every little word, but the words you get when you connect it because they have their energy, because they are mastering their craft, it hits you. And you take the time to learn what's going on. I'm not gonna say when he first heard it that everything was crystal clear. It's foreign to me, you know, the tongue of certain things. Yeah. But when I listen because he's mastered his craft. He's flowing. Your flow is so important. You can be the best lyricist ever, but your flow's off. You're not gonna listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So the flow. So it took me the time. That's why I could say that because I'm like, oh yeah, I heard what he said. Even you know, AK. At first I was like, make my stand just back down. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck, but you believe in it, so weird. But then I listened to it and I broke down. His freestyle was even more crystal clear. I'm like, yo, this nigga is ill. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, like that's what's up. And I want to say this: DJ Paul McAfee just gave y'all niggas a gem. DJ Paul McAfee said, "Get with these niggas now, pay that grit." You know what I mean? Because he's doing projects with both of them, and that's what's up. And he's telling you, man, collab now, get it early. And you know what I mean? And if they do it, you do it. And we're both trying to be like, yo, we want to like up them. And you know what I'm saying? And they both is good too. So I know like if you up, you know what I'm saying, Josh Single, he's the type of he gonna up you. And AK came across like that too, like, yeah, let me come back whenever. So the fact that they want to come back shows you their, you know, the level of person, like they're not feeling that they're too super big, but they're just hard workers at their craft. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Am I supposed to talk? Yo, man, raw son, like straight up, like go check out all his shit. You feel me? He's like, I lied to my mom like a beam work. Got it from the ground. Don't need help. Like, yo, like this nigga is just, you know, no body shots. Have your head hurting. Feel me? Yo, that's some UK boys. You feel me? You know,
and he,
you know,
when he said that, it came off
there, man. Man, I played no games. You feel me? No games. You know
that Monopoly line was done. Like he said something. Fuck the what did he say? Something about color of money. We don't play games.
Ups from the uckers, you know?
Yeah, he's like, oh, the purple and the black don't matter like Monopoly money, but say I don't play games. I'm like, oh, you fucking English motherfucker. I want to have tea and crumpets right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like, oh, you drinking a 40 when you listen to that shit? I do not. I drink tea and crumpets when I listen to this nigga. And I will, I'm telling you, vibing with both of them. That's the recap I can think of.
Like bow ties. We tie bodies up like bow ties.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Hey, your shit was gutter.
Yeah.
When the bullets are raining, I make sure I have my umbrella.
Yo, but on this, unless there's any more topics, and you guys can definitely free, but I think like that was a good recap. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else, Lance? So you got anything else, Paul McAbee, or what's up?
Yo, I don't want to say, man, is stay tuned, man. 2021, it's gonna be off the chain. You feel me? We got bars and interviews, and we also gonna have the podcast episodes going and see what's gonna happen for 2021. We definitely gonna be out here. Yo, reach out to us, man. We're looking forward to interviewing other artists out here. You feel me? I'm gonna check you out and see if if you hot, because there's some people out here, they just haven't made it yet, and they just got bars, dog, and they got talent. They you feel me? So hit us up, man. I want to know more about everybody. There is a post I seen. It was like, yo, rest in peace to all the opportunities that you lost because of shyness or not being wanting to communicate with people. So let's move forward together. You feel me?
Absolutely. Lance.
Agreed. 258 The Culture 2021. Big things coming. Yo, stay tuned. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the subscribers, the followers. Shout out to our sponsors, the Big Money Boys. You know what I mean? Big fellas. My tatted family. Yo, just stay tuned, yo. You want to make sure you're ahead of this wave. Because if not, we just going to rain down on you. Feel me?
Thanks. Oh, shit. Wrap it up. Yo, we appreciate everything we did for 2020. Like DJ Papa McAbee said, DM us, DM Lance Draper, DM D-Wise, DM, DJ Papa McAbee. We listen to y'all. We interact with y'all. The Kings and Queen idea was beautiful, but that came from someone saying, hey, I would love to hear the female perspective. So we're like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Certain things we've done, like the interview stuff like that, that's from us talking like, yo, who's fresh, who's new, who's hungry? And that's why we had those 2 successful interviews. So if you enjoyed 2020 and we appreciate the ride that you're on with us, trust me, we're going to kill 2021. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. Everyone here, we're going to grind hard. We're going to make sure we talk about the best shit, you know what I'm saying? The uncomfortable shit, the uneasy shit, the necessary shit. We're going to talk about all of it. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing going to stop us. We will continue speaking, our minds on every topic. And I know that's why you love all of us that you see on this screen, you feel what I'm saying? Because niggas don't bite their tongues. We may not even agree on half the shit we say from time to time, but we respect the man long enough to let him say his opinion and voice it out. And that's what you guys got to hear. You got to hear all angles. You got to hear different perspectives and, and let that move your mind forward to whatever the next issue is. So this is going to be ill, man. 2021, I'm feeling it. We all feel it. We're going to blow up. DM us, talk to us, hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. We listen, and we appreciate all y'all. And shit, let's go kill 2021, y'all. It's going to be great. I feel it in my bones, for real.
Yo,
that's a fact. 2020 tried to kill us.
I want to challenge everybody to bettering themselves, whatever that may be. That could be on some health shit. Could be on some going back to school shit. It could be on some starting some business shit. It could be on, trying to find yourself or whatever. Just, I want to challenge people to better themselves. You feel me? Thanks for vibing with 25/8. 25 hours in a day, 8 days in a week. All grind, no sleep. Peace.
1.